J-Mac, you ready? J-Mac, you ready?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Oh, snap. Let me turn you down. Holy cow, that's loud.
Oh, thanks. I don't even know if I'm in the right spot. I can't see anything. It's not like last time. I'm not seeing your screen.
I haven't started it yet.
Oh my.
It's 8:59, bro. So Jam Trades is actually going to jump in too. He's going to do a quick market recap for the first 5 minutes or so of our show's production tonight.
What the hell?
Well, I'm trying to put together a whole production here, man.
It's a takeover episode, Strat Soldier.
Yeah, takeover episode.
Hell yeah. Oh, wow, he's got a real voice.
Yep. All right, so Jam, go ahead, go to the community floor and start screen sharing.
All right. Let me know when you got what I got.
All right, let me see what you got. Watch stream. All right, let me share this link real quick in the Discord. Let me get the entire loop going.
This can't be it because I'm already seeing a bunch of dumbass indicators.
You don't see any indicators.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna go up here to my indicator screen and just start throwing them on.
Just start throwing them on.
Yeah, let's see what I got up here. I got moving average. Then we need that one for show.
Oh yeah.
I got volume. I got some ORB.
Oh my gosh.
Get some trail stops.
Oh my.
All right, it's 9 p.m. It is 9 p.m., gentlemen. We've got, I'm your host, Tim, aka Gunny B. We've got Jam Trades, aka, you just told me your name the other day. I'm sorry, what is it?
Russ.
Russ or Ross? Russell.
Russ, R-U. Yeah, there you go.
Russ. All right, and then we got Jermaine, aka Strat Soldier. Today is the 18th of August, 2021. Jam Trades is going to run us through a quick market recap, kind of give us the health of the overall trading day today, and then he's going to take off, and then Strat Soldier and myself are going to review a couple tickers, a couple alerts from the Discord. We'll do some Q&A, but we are going to try to keep it short tonight, probably around 30 minutes or so. So go ahead and flood the after hours chat with your questions. We'll try to get to those as fast as possible. Also shared in the after hours chat is a link to the stream. We are live on my channel. In the future, we might go live on Alex's channel. Pay no mind to all the old videos of my channel. Please don't even look at those. That's from a bygone era. Jam, you need to bring your stream back up whenever you can. Did you fall off? Bueller? What happened?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, yeah, you got to restart your stream.
Sorry. All right, we're good. We're back.
All right, here we go. Okay, so the stream is live on YouTube as well as in the Discord. So everybody will be. We are recording this. I'm recording it, but we're also streaming it. So it'll just be on the YouTube. So it'll be on my channel. Gonna be. We may move it to Alex's channel in the future. But Jam, if you want to go ahead, give us a quick market recap. I see you've got the SPY pulled up first.
Yeah, so we'll just go through a couple of the indices, take a look at some of the major tickers, some of the market leaders, see what they did today. So I think if you were in the room, if you were trading today, you pretty much know the story. We had a bright red day. Everybody was all jacked up coming into the day, coming off this big two-down shooter that we had working in the S&P 500, and had a little bit of strength in the morning. But that turned around quickly. Had a little bit of an afternoon rally, and then just straight puked into the close. So if we look at the hourly chart for SPY, see that we had a gap down, a little bit of a sell-off in the morning, afternoon rally, and then just the last hour of the day, last 2 hours after the Fed minutes, just a big puke, closed on the lows. So SPY's looking really weak. SPY's looking like it wants to come back through this some of this previous range. Don't necessarily have a kind of a clear broadening formation drawn on this, but you get the point. There's quite a bit of range to come through here if it really wants to get rolling. We obviously aren't expecting to take this out tomorrow or the next day or anytime this week. But if it wants to come down and test this broadening formation, we're certainly going to be on top of that and be looking for that. So it wasn't just the SPY, it was pretty much across the board. QQQ, similar story, tech, weak. Hammer counter with a 2 down red day. So weakness in the Qs. Small caps actually stayed 2 up, but it's a nice shooter for tomorrow. And we know that small caps have been weak for a long time relative to the rest of the market. So if we look at the week, we gapped down on Monday and then puking all week in the small caps. If we look at Monday, still inside, but cruising in the red direction. So small caps real weak. So your Ubers, your Twitters, your airlines, your non-blue chip stocks, that stuff's all real weak. So we want to be going after that stuff if the market falls apart. And then Dow Jones had been strong, was kind of rocking up here in its own broadening formation. Now it's through the try back into this previous range, and it's puking as well. So if we look at it sector by sector, the bad news is nothing really held on today. Pretty much everything was red. One of the worst was energy. So here's OIH, which has just been getting killed. It peaked back at the beginning of June, and it's just been bleeding out ever since then. It is really bad news over in the oil patch. We're 2 down on the month for the second month in a row. We're on the lows, so OIH getting killed. XLE, similar story, still inside on the month, but we're close to going 2 down for the month of August. If we look at IBB, which is our healthcare and pharmaceuticals, that's been the market leader the last couple days, and your Pfizer's and your Moderna's and all that stuff. But even that went out on the lows today. This is the daily chart IBB. So 2 up, but then basically just a slow, steady sell-off throughout the day. So IBB took a pretty good hit. Transports, UPS, FedEx, Shooter. That's a good one to go after tomorrow. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at UPS in the morning. It's got a pivot machine gun on the daily to go short on if anyone's looking at that. Airlines, good hammer counter shooter to go after airlines tomorrow, continued weakness. If there was any strength, if you could call it strength today, it's in consumer discretionary retail. It's actually green on the day, although it is a bit of a shooter. So that might be something like Walmart, although Walmart's getting killed. So I'm not really sure what's in here that held on today. Target got killed. Nike maybe. Nike 3 outside day to the downside. So I don't know what in consumer discretionary actually held on today. Oh, here we go. Probably all TJ Maxx. Jesus. I don't know what happened here, but TJ Maxx mooned today. So maybe that's propping up all of retail. So maybe retail is actually weaker than we thought. This is the red flag to me. This is why I think we might get some real puking tomorrow is utilities. Bright red day on utilities. Usually if the market sells off and people are just looking to stay defensive and kind of weather the storm, they'll rally into the utilities. But they didn't even do that. Utilities sold off today. And the other one that you look for market safety is XLP, which is like your Procter & Gamble's and your Coca-Colas and your Colgates and your safe stuff. It got annihilated today. So there's nowhere to hide. The market is coming in. It is bright red on all the indices, all the sectors, and the places where you'd normally go for some safety, for some safe haven, got hit today as well. So I don't know what's going to hold the market up tomorrow. Maybe we'll get some kind of a surprise. Maybe there'll be strength in a sector we're not expecting. But it's looking rough out there. So bias to tomorrow is definitely to the downside. Couple of tickers on my watch list for tomorrow if you just want to file some things away. On the downside, I'm looking at MOS, which is maybe not a ticker a lot of y'all trade, but they make fertilizer. It's coming back through this try. It's an inside day shooter, a couple of pivots to take out below, and then down here, this green line is the quarter. And if it triggers that and goes quarter to the downside, this thing will definitely see the bottom of this try. So could be a good short for a couple bucks here. I'm watching that. On the daily, we've got a rev strat on Snapchat, on Snap. So a little bit of strength in Snapchat today. It's actually ended green on the day, but it is a rev strat and it's got a pretty big gap down here to fill. So we'll see what Snapchat wants to do. Nvidia is maybe one for the upside. I don't know what it's doing after hours, but Nvidia reported earnings after the bell, and it seems like story was pretty good. I think people are going to be looking at Nvidia tomorrow to see maybe if it can be a kicking bull pattern in the morning and kind of do what Lowe's did today and race back through all these shorts and go back to the top of this little mini try here on the hourly. So Nvidia is one to look at tomorrow. UPS on the daily. A lot of people were looking long UPS today to come into this gap, but it reversed. And if it wants to continue to the downside tomorrow and continue that reversal short, there's quite a few daily pivots down here to come take out. So UPS is a short, is one people are looking at. Walmart looks precarious up here at the highs. It's got some room to come down here and come in if they want to bring in Walmart. SQ is a rev strat to the downside. SQ on the month is green and 2 up, but it's back inside last month's range, so it's in a little bit now, and it's 2 down on the week with plenty of magnitude. So we'll be watching SQ quickly in the morning to see which way they want to go with it. NUE is I think a gold miner or a mining stock, Nucor, that has been pretty strong lately. You can see how much it's been ramping up here lately, and it had a pretty decent day today. So if I'm looking long anything tomorrow, I'll probably be looking at Nvidia, and I'll probably be looking at maybe some mining stocks like NUE. Could take this. This is a 3. No, I think it's a 2 down, a 2-1. So maybe a 2-1-2 reversal on NUE tomorrow back into the highs if they want to get back into this name. It's been pretty strong. Other than that, not too many places to hide. We're looking for the downside tomorrow. Let them open because we're probably just going to open and probably gap down and start puking. So don't rush in there, guns blazing. Maybe wait for a little triangle layout in the first 15, 30 minutes of the day and then reassess and see what you want to go after. So that's what I got. That's what happened today. That's what's happening tomorrow. Gunny, it's your world now.
Awesome. Thanks, Jam. That was great. That was absolutely phenomenal. Let me pull this out of the way and bring up TradingView back up. So we're going to review a couple tickers that Alex called out in the chat. But real quick, I also want to pull up a tweet of one of Alex's. I'm sure Jam and Alex were talking about this in the mod chat, but let's see. What did he say? What did he say? Let them open. Let them open. Suggestion for everyone trading tomorrow: let them open. To carry on to what Jam is saying. Today showed exactly why that's important. Tons of false breaks, then we get a huge drop. If the whole market looks bearish, including the defensive sectors, this means they're not rotating; they're leaving. So let them open is the advice for the night. Okay, and then furthermore, let me pull Discord back over here, get a little reorganized, get the chat back open. All right, so let's go over everyone's favorite signal from today. Lowe's. Jermaine, did you see this one today? Did you catch this one at all?
No, I worked. I was in Marna, and so I'd like to talk about Marna for a second when we get. But then I was also in MYGN. But no, I did not hit Lowe's today. That's awesome. That's a nice. That's nice. So, what do you want to talk about? Because you want to talk about gap ups?
Just a second. Let me get my screen going again. 1 second. Let's see how I do this screen share. Screens. Screen 1. Go live. All right, I should be all right. So for anybody who's in the Discord and not just on YouTube, if you want to follow along in just the Discord, I just started my stream as well, so you'll be able to check that out. All right, so yeah, screen sharing in the Discord now. Okay, what was your other ticker? NYGN?
MYGN. We can talk about those. I did not get into it, but we can look at it.
GN. Oh yeah, we'll definitely look at it. All right, I want to talk about this one. All right, so early in the morning before even market opened, Alex was calling out lows. I know he tweeted it. He tweeted it before market open. He mentioned it in the chat. He sent out a Discord alert. He said, "Hey everybody, lows, classic example of kicking bull pattern here." So what do we have? We had a 3 on the we had an outside bar on the 16th. Excuse me. Yesterday closed 2 down, and then pre-market this morning we were gapping up. We were gapping up in pre-market, and so we opened around 189, and let's drop down to the fiver from there, and let's check that out. That was a super strong fiver right there. Jermaine, can you see this? You looking at my screen too?
I'm looking at my screen. I don't see anything on yours. No, Bark.
What's that?
Let me see here. Hold on. Nope. Yep, there it is. Okay, got it.
You got it?
Yep.
All right, sweet. Yeah. So look at this fiver. Look at this. Let me get rid of some of these old lines. So this is where lows opened. We retraced like, what is that? 30 cents maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, and then it just blasted off. So even if you were late to the game here, let's say you wanted, let's say you didn't even know what a kicking pattern was, right? And you wanted to let this open for the first 15 minutes. You drop to the 15er. You got a 2-2 continuation on the 15er. But what'd you get on the 5? The best thing ever. You got a 2-1-2 continuation. So even if you're letting this thing open for 15 minutes because you want to be extra cautious and make sure that this is actually going to follow through, you get a nice, beautiful 2-1-2 continuation, which I think is, I think that's a bit more of a solid signal than just a simple 2-2 continuation. I don't know. What do you think? Is that personal preference? Where is the chart you were discussing? I'm streaming it right here. Maria, do you see it?
Honestly, I would go with a gap up like that. Because we're looking for, and this is we can go into tomorrow after this one, because when we see something gap up, we're looking for it to automatically go 2-2 reversal to the downside. This did not do that. So I would go to the 15 minutes, like you said, keep it on the 15-minute chart, and let's just say you get in right at 191.85. That is a 2-2 continuation, but if you would have got in there, kept a tight stop, if you keep your horizontal line there on that very first, right at 10:30, right at the flip.
Yep.
And if you keep your horizontal line right there, you would not have got stopped out. You would have not gotten stopped out the entire.
You could have had a break even stop here, and you'd still be in this. You'd still be in this today.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Lowe's was beautiful today. So again, I'm learning every day too, just like a lot of you guys. I mean, my big contribution here is just managing the Discord so much as not necessarily being like the educator. But yeah, these kicking patterns. So this is exactly. So I'll tell you exactly what I did. I saw this kicking. I was watching UPS and a couple other things a little more closely. I wish I would have had a better understanding of what the possibilities were here going on into lows. But yeah. So I watched this for 15 minutes straight. I kept it on the fiver, and so yeah, I got in on this 2-1-2 here, and I rode this puppy up to about 10-10, I'd say here. I keep super tight stops, tighter than probably I should. But when I'm trading and doing some stuff at work, that's why I do that. If I'm trading at home and I can put my full attention to it, I'll do a different strategy. But yeah, so I got in at a 2-1-2, and I got stopped out here about 10-10 when we saw this little red candle here, and but then it continued going. So yeah, Lowe's was beautiful. I know I was looking at the gains chat earlier today. I saw a lot of guys posting gains from Lowe's. A lot of guys, that's all they had to do. Was simply just trade lows, and they were posting up like, I don't know, freaking 100 percenters, 200 percenters. I think it went from it opened at 70 cents a contract and got to a high of, what was it? It was either $7 or 9.
197.31. But yeah, even then, like I said, you could have got there and you'd still be in it, and then you'd be looking for a 2-2. It would be inside. You're looking for an inside day tomorrow, but you got an outside week and you got an outside month, and the high of on the monthly, or especially on the weekly, whatever you like to trade, is 215. So if things start buying tomorrow, I mean, and this thing keeps going, you have a reason to stay in, and the 215.
Yep.
That's stuff like.
So if you're new, if you're brand new, if you're trading, we're kind of simultaneously talking about, being long if you're holding commons, and then I'm also talking about contracts. So I'm usually talking about an options perspective, and Strat Soldier is usually talking about a commons perspective. So just keep that little side note handy right there. But yeah. So anywho, yeah, this was a beautiful signal. Real quick, so let's go to one of yours. Let's go to Myrna. Show me what you did here.
Marna, so I was already in this thing. I got in it. If you switch to the 60s.
Switch to the 60s.
So yesterday I got in on. I missed. I'm working. Okay, I missed the good stuff, and I got in late on the. What am I looking at here? That was today. Hold on a second here. I got in late yesterday at the 3-2 continuation, right at 380, 389. Excuse me, 398.30. You seen that?
Yep. Sorry. Go ahead. 389. You got in where on at what time frame or what time?
The last on the 60s. The last two bars of the day.
Oh, last 2 bars of the day. Let me blow this up then. All right.
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday on the 17th.
Yep. Right. Yep. So as soon as that 3 goes 2, scenario 2 up, I get in right there, and I held it overnight, and this thing gapped up, opened up at what was it? 4.0. Let's drop down on the 5 minutes to see what it did, because this is what I'm talking about. When you drop down at 5 minutes to go to the beginning of the day, when something gaps up, you're looking for the 2-2 reversal down. And that's exactly what Marna did today. So honestly, would I would have taken lows? Probably not. But it did work. I mean, if it worked for you, good. But this is what I was already in Marna, and it was looking great. And then it went up to 413. You see that? Yep, it went up to 413. That very first 5-minute bar.
Yep.
It formed a shooter, closed as a shooter, 2-2 reversal to the downside, and then just fell apart. Now, I did come back to it, later on in the day, but I got stopped out of this thing right at 4.02. I made 42 cents, 36 cents. But that's what I'm talking about, tight stops. If you go back to the 60s, and again, I'm trading commons, so if you go back to the 60s and look at the beginning of the day, let me get back where it was. Get over there.
Outside bar in the 60s.
Yeah, if I would have, let's see if I can hold on to this thing. Okay, remember I got in at this thing around 398, and it goes to 413, and then goes all the way back down to 386. If I would have, it's a triangle out. I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just gonna hold on. I could have got murdered if this thing collapsed the rest of the day. Luckily, it did not. But I got stopped out, made 46 cents. It was not a loser. It's more or less a scratch for me. I didn't really make much, but it wasn't a loser. I didn't lose money. After I got stopped out of that, I was done for the day. But that, I did that. I was done with Marna for the day because that was pretty expensive to get in. But that was Marna today. So, like I said, it gapped up. I was hoping for the another 2-2 continuation up, and then it keep moving further up, but they took their profits quick. I want to see something. This is hilarious. If you go down to the 1 minute chart, this is going to be hard to do. If you can go to the 1 minute chart and go to the beginning of the day, the only thing I could have did to make any money was I could have made at least $10 to $12. Very first, right at 9:30.
9:30.
09:30 this morning.
Oh, jeez.
I know. Jeez. I mean, seriously, it's the only thing you can do.
You were like,
Well,
what? Jump?
the only thing I could have done, working commons, because I was already in this thing, it was drop down to the 1 minute chart, and
Sorry, I'm on the. No, I am on. I'm on the minute chart.
yeah. So
What are we
I'm
looking for?
looking for 9:30 today.
Yeah, I mean, here's 9:30 right here.
Where? Show me.
Right here.
Your screen's. Oh, okay. My screen. Where you at? Point to
Right
it.
here. Right here. Here's 9:30. 1 minute chart.
Okay, so it's up. It gaps up to 404. You know, first minute, it's moving up to 412. It moves up to 413 on the second minute.
Yep.
And then the only thing I could have done was just push my stops up as fast as I could up to 412, 410 or whatever, and it would have got stopped out immediately. Like it would have immediately, but I would have made money, more than 46 cents.
Yeah.
But
that's not very practical either. Like who's moving that fast?
no, exactly. And I want to stay in this. I want to stay in my win as long as I can. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these guys that just like, oh, it's making $1. I need to go ahead and take my money. I'm not one of those.
Yeah, you're not James Bradley.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so this got stopped out. It was a scratch for me, but I'm okay with it. It wasn't a loser. I didn't lose any money, but that was Marner today. And then another thing I did today, and then we'll go on to something that was good because this one was kind of also a scratch for me today, was MYGN. And I'll show you why I got in on this. Nothing too exciting. I thought it was going to move a lot fast or a lot more than what it was, but it was kind of boring. Where's my
Okay, what time frame are you looking at?
60s?
All right, so it was a so it was a 2 up on the day, but red. So let's drop down to the 60.
Well, when I got in, it was two up on the day in green.
Oh,
So
I bet.
that very
Yep.
first hour, I love them hammers and force. I got 33.64 is what I got. Got in there for a few shares. It worked for an hour, and then done, done. But what the reason why I got in on this is because it was 2 up on the month. It was I was at 2 down on the week, so I mean it wasn't crazy great. It was 2 up on the day, but I wanted to show you. This is what I got in on it. Can you go to the quarter line?
Yeah. Let's go to the quarter.
Quarter. Yep. All right. And I had a few more pennies to go, and because that two goes 2 up on the quarter at 33.90, 34.03. 34.03 is what I got on my side, and it had been 2 up on the quarter. If you got a yearly chart built in there.
Yeah, I got 12 months right here.
Yep. If you got 12 months in there, it's 2 up on the year.
Yep.
2 up on the, and all I was going to do was create a winning position, and just hold it, and just keep adding to it. But I got stopped out, and again, it was creepy crawly. This was like a thrill. It was like a penny an hour. Like it was boring. It's so boring. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad again. I got stopped out as a scratch, and but I just wanted to show that's why I got in on that thing. If anybody saw my tweet today about that, but that's me. Go ahead, give me something that worked. Lowe's work.
Well, yeah, Lowe's work. Let me show you something where I waste.
I was gonna say, who had the guts to work Tesla today?
Oh shit, not me. UPS. So let's go to the daily on UPS. Well, okay. So first of all, it's an inside month, right? It's an inside month. It is green though. Week is forming a shooter at this point now, and then the day. So what we had here is back on between 26 and 27 July, we had this massive gap down on earnings, right? So massive gap down on earnings, and then it's kind of basically forming like what do you? No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Crazy.
But I mean, like it's going down and it's coming back up, right? So it continued to drop, and then it's coming back up to where its original entry from where it opened at on 28 July. So what everybody was looking at UPS, from yesterday was we were looking for this to finally get back up into filling this gap range. Because if you've been hanging out in the server for a little bit, we've seen some amazing gap fills. FSLY was one to note, where it tanked on earnings, and then the very next day it gap filled all the way back up. And it was great. Actually, no, it wasn't all the way back up. It did a little 212 to finally fill its gap. But I mean, there was a lot of money to be made there in FSLY. So that's what a lot of people were banking on right here. And I'm starting to feel like it's freaking opposite day in the market. So if you want something to happen, if everybody's like watching the same signal, oh my gosh, it just kind of feels like sometimes that it does the opposite of what you want it to do. So anyway, so that's what we were doing. So it opened up inside.
To look at these weeks, though, I mean, you got these tiny little weeks on the. It's doing nothing. The last 2 weeks, and that's almost 3 weeks. Close tomorrow, 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty tiny there. I understand what you're saying. Well, I was in FSO a lot too. That was awesome, but I don't see any. I don't know. I understand what you're saying. I just didn't see any actionable signals that would have filled that gap. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
But I mean, yeah. So that's what it was. It was a gap fill play. And so it opened inside on the Fiverr. Let's see. Let's go back here. Opened inside on the Fiverr, and then actually let me go back to the day, and I will make an enforced line here on the day where it needed to break. So as soon as it broke, roughly, give me my line here. Yes, thank you.
198.30.
Yep, high 198.30. So so the line there. So drop back down to the Fiverr, starting on the 18. We opened inside, and then second Fiverr. Am I here right? So so we climbed. So 15 minutes in, we've got green bars, right? 15er, and then the 15er went 2-2 to the upside on here, right? Yep. And then so 15er was outside. Then we went 2-2 upside to take the daily trigger 2 up. And that was it. That was all she wrote. And it just puked the rest of the day. Use the magnet tool gun. Easier to hit the highs and lows. Thanks.
Yeah, if you would have put your stop right below that inside bar on the 5 minute and just got stopped out there, I mean, it still wouldn't have been a loser. You would have made something, but it wouldn't have been a loser.
You would have made something on commons, options. It was kind of fast. But yeah. So anywho, okay, I can't even say your name. GKJCH. Where's my magnet tool at? Where are we at? Right here. Use the magnet tool. Strong magnet, weak magnet. Which one am I going for? Left side. Strong magnet. Snap. Strong magnet. So what's this doing? I'll have to play around with this. I'll play around with that. We'll get into the next one. Anywho, unless I
go through Tesla once. Tesla real quick. I know someone else. Then we'll give somebody some questions here, but.
All right, I see it now. I see it. GK, thanks. All right, let's go to Tesla. All right, so no more questions on UPS. Basically, what it was a 2-up fail, a failed 2-up. Absolutely no gap fill on that one. Let's go to Tesla. Can you even afford to play Tesla? I can't. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Commons all day long, man.
Commons all day long. All right, what you got? Weak.
2-2 reversal on the day. Yeah, they've been jacking around with us on Tesla. Okay.
Yeah, so look at this. Look at all these weeks. Look at my screen. I got this little broad information here. Look at this.
Horrible.
Trading sideways pretty much. All right, go to the daily. 2 up on the daily. You can still make money here.
Of course, right above 160, or excuse me, 674.97. If you have the guts to do that and just buy it and hold it, and then maybe get stopped out on that shooter. No, get stopped out at 688, right on the 60, right at 1330. That's military time. Let's go 130. We'll say 130 for civilians. And that's a pretty good move right there. You might have made some money right there.
Where?
From if you would have took set a start market buy for 674 for the daily trigger. It goes in force.
Yep.
It goes in force, and then you just hold on, and you get stopped out at the 2-2 reversal on around 130 at the right at the flip.
Okay, so
Or
yeah, you
six-
take this the
48.
674 trigger up here. Yeah, but how often does Tesla play ball like this? I mean, yeah,
It,
sometimes.
it'll do it. Yeah, it's been jacking us around. It's been jacking me around because I was trying to hold it for the 2-up on the month, and it'll do it, and then they pump it and they dump it, and it's very aggravating. So, like I said, if you did not touch this one, that's okay. But that was one today. I was like, daggone, that one actually worked. So, what else you got?
It did work. Let me hit up my chat real quick, and grab some other signals that hit today. Let's talk about Apple and Microsoft long opens.
Oh God! Hey, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Give the people what they want.
All right. Long open. Why is he saying long
Why
open?
would you go long open on this?
Well,
Look at the daily here. You got a 2-2. If I was coming in looking at the dailies, all right, I got a 2. I got 3, 3, 2, and then today. All right. So there's no actionable signals to go to the upsides here. So if we don't look at today, we look at only yesterday. There's no reason why I want to go long on this. Not even on the weekly or the monthly. There's no reason. But it opens up. It opens up at 150. Goes up
yeah,
a little bit. Yep. Goes outside bar. As soon as it goes outside bar, 149.81. Closes as a shooter on the 60, and then just dies the rest of the day. I wish I would have saw this one because I would have snagged some puts on that one. I mean, if you look at the daily, that took magnitude. 2-2 reversal on the daily right at 149, all the way down to 146. That's pretty good for puts.
if you're getting in at around 11:30, you mean? That 312 to the downside?
That 3-2 on the 60s on Apple. We're looking at Apple.
Yeah, I'm looking at Apple. I see a 312. Shit. I'm on the 60. What the fuck? Hold on.
Three.
Stand by.
You
Sorry.
gotta,
Sorry.
three.
God, I'm looking at way too many 60s. Here we go. Here is the 18th. Going forward, we got a 322 to the downside. Yeah, absolutely. That looks great.
Yeah. And then if you're looking on the dailies, I mean, you got a 2-2 reversal on the daily. You could have got in right, could have got some puts right at 149 and held it all, and that took magnitude. All the way down to 146.
Yeah.
I don't need an indicator to see that.
Famous words right there. All right, cool. Microsoft. Let's check out Microsoft.
Mr. Softy.
Another a 3. So this was a 212 to the upside. So that would have been great. That I can see how that trapped a lot of longs right there. Let's see how it opened. Let's go to 60s.
Yeah, this would have been aggravating for me because you did have that 212 reversal to the upside right at 293.
Yep.
And that just say you waited for the 60s, or you bought, or you're waiting for right at 293. As soon as that outside bar goes right above, as soon as it goes becomes a scenario 3 at 293, it comes up. You're like, all right, looking good. But then this next bar opens up right at 1030, right at the flip. It opens up at 294. Like whoever bought this thing at 294.81. That very next flip, I mean, it opens up really low. I mean, that sucks. And then you watch it just chop around for the next few hours, and then just go. Was it 3-1-2 to the downside? I'm seeing, is that 3-1-2 or 2-2? 2-2. Okay.
2-2. Yeah. It was a 3-2 up, 2 down.
That's aggravating. Now, if you would have kept your stops where if you're working common and you kept your stops even, you would have got stopped out. It would have been a scratch, and you wouldn't have to, that. But this is another good reason why we don't. We were talking about last time. Do we know if it's a reversal or a triangle layout? Just cut it, and then you don't have to try to find out later on. Okay, because what's it doing now? What's it forming now on the daily?
Now you got a outside shooter.
Outside shooter. Now, if we get that 3-2 reversal, if it goes in force tomorrow, the magnitude is 289, and that's being nice because it could go all the way down to what was it, 286, because the week's already red.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, time frame continuity is not going to be on your side tomorrow.
Yeah, and then additionally with Microsoft, we're at all-time high like exhaustion risk, right? Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
Now, if you got in here like way low, like I don't know, maybe you're one of these people that got in like 3 months ago at on the 2-2 reversal right at 255 on the monthly.
Mm-hmm.
And you got in it, and that's, you know what I mean, you're making bank, you know, and you want to watch out and see what it's doing tomorrow. I mean, that's fine, but if that sucker goes outside weak, just cut it, take your profits, wait to get back in. That's what I would do.
Yep. So let's check this one out. So now that we're seeing a little bit of weakness here in Microsoft, maybe let's. Oh man, shit is not.
What is that thing?
Well, I'm trying to make a broadening formation, but I got this magnet on. I don't know if that's fucking with it. Yeah, it's fucking with it a little bit. There we go. All right. Right, and then let's grab this one right here. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I go with that. Yeah, looks
All
good.
right. Cool. So now that we switch to the day, look at that. Look at that. So we're switching to the day. We're at the top of the broadening formation now. So yeah. So now we're gonna start looking for some downside action in Microsoft. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
The week.
Go to the week.
Yeah, I don't know. The week. I feel like once the broadening formation gets that big, it's easier just to look at weeks or months. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're doing. Heck yeah.
All right, Starence. Let's go back to Apple real quick. So here's an Apple play too. He had a good note on Apple, and I should have done this for everybody too. But here, let's jump forward. Apple. Let's go to the month. Oh my goodness, things are not cooperating tonight. Let's shrink, enhance. All right, again. Apple is at all-time highs, and what are we doing?
Zoom that sucker in. We can't. Okay, all right. See what you're doing. All right.
Yeah,
I'll let you.
Give me just a minute. All right. All right. So yeah, top of the broadening formation again here, right? So that's on the month. Let's go to the weeks. All right, we're forming a shooter on the week, right? Day. 2 down. We got a 3-2 up, 2 down. Double click the prices on the side to auto size. Yeah. There's that. But anywho, so yeah, top of the broadening formation here in Apple as well. So wouldn't be surprised for some more downside action in Apple.
And it's also creating a shooter. If it closes tomorrow as if it doesn't go outside week tomorrow, you're definitely looking for a 2-2 reversal on the weekly. I don't know how it's not going to go 2-2 outside week tomorrow. I mean, all it has to do is drop down $1 more, and it's an outside week.
Yep,
then you're looking for the downside.
Yeah, and then so let's mark out a couple targets, right? So,
yeah.
Here, let me put my magnet back on. Thanks, whoever showed GK. Thanks for that. Appreciate that.
142 I'm looking at on the weekly. First target.
Oh, magnets back off. Strong magnet.
Yep, right there. Give me that one.
Jeez Louise.
Just do horizontal line. Do it works.
I am. Right here. Look at that. Boom.
Hell.
Boom.
Looks good. Boom, boom, boom. No,
all
it's not. Just for anybody out there, you know what I mean? We're not saying it's going to do this, but the probability is pretty freaking high.
Yeah, probability. So yeah, you're a lot closer to taking out the downside than you are the upside, right?
Yep.
Someone needs to do a TV YouTube, a TradingView YouTube, and Gunny needs to watch it. Yeah. I do stuff fucking slow and steady, man. I'm not used to the pressure of live streaming for other folks. Oh, I'm just crumbling under this pressure right now. So go easy on me, guys. Anyway, you're supposed to be paying attention to the strat, not my freaking charting skills. All right. Appreciate everybody hanging out though. That magnet tip, good. I didn't know about double clicking this. Yeah, I knew about that. I prefer it my way. I prefer it, Lord of
Oh
War,
yeah,
not Warlord.
I prefer how I say it.
Yeah. So all right, no, do appreciate everybody. Okay, let's do some. Here we got some. What do we got? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right.
Every time we say this is gonna be half an hour, it's a lie. Keep going.
Oh, it is
Keep
40,
going.
43 minutes. Yeah, man. You know what? We need to bring somebody on just to keep track of time for us.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what else. Stopped out on Myrna, BNTX, but those were also shorts. Win 2 up red to get a person.
So
Okay.
if you go to here, I want to show something simple for the new guys. Oh man, I wish I could share my chart, but they're not up. Well, can you go to your watch list?
I mean, you can screen share if you want. Are you on PC?
No, I'm not signed. I'm actually on my phone.
Okay.
Do you go to your watch list?
Yep.
Do you have your better averages? Remember we built that?
Yeah, I got I got the Dow, I got the SPY, right? QQQ.
Go back to okay. Do you have one with just the ETFs? No.
I do not have ETFs.
Okay, so everybody's talking about scanners. Scanners are good, okay, but I guess I'll just talk it out loud. Scanners are good, okay, and this other indicator thing that Alex has that shows who's green and who's red. That's a pretty cool feature too. But for me, it's just another thing taking up screen space. Okay, I have a broader averages watch list, and I have XLK, XLU, XLE, Labu, XLV, and XRT. And I should probably have FAS in there, or FSA in there. I think I said that right. Anyway, financials. But anyway, XLK, XLU, XLE, Labu, XLV, XRT. And I have those up. When the market, opens, wait, 15 minutes or an hour, whatever, I can look at the broader averages. I can look at these ETFs and see who's green and who's red. If it's red, and I'm not looking to go, if I'm looking and I'm not looking to go downside, I'm looking to go long something, I'm going for something green. So XLV, can you type in XLV real quick? Now today's not. It's been getting. Today was. Did it get wrecked today? A little bit. So it's a 2 down on the day, on XLV, but August 12th on the day. Yep, you got a 212 reversal on XLV, okay, at 132, and everything else was just jam trades. Rusty, he said something about it earlier, that everybody's been going to healthcare. That's XLV, okay? And so what you could do is Google these ETFs and see what their holdings are. Now, for me, I already have these built, so I don't have to go too much searching. So my one thing I've been working is ABT. Oh my gosh! See, this makes me want to fight you. Go to ABT.
What happened?
Go to ABT. ABT. Okay. Now it looks pretty much like the main XLV ETF main chart, correct?
Yes.
All right. It's pretty spot on. And then what's another one? ABT is a good one that I've been working out of there. And then anyway, ABMD. ABMD is a little funky.
12th, 212.
Let's see here. He did talk about BIIB. BIIB is in there. Is also in XLV. But anyway, the winner so far for me anyway was ABT. And you got ABBV, Alpha Bravo Bravo Victor. Yeah, on the daily charts. I mean, look, I don't have to guess, and I don't have to go through a bunch of scanners on where I need to go. I just look at my main ETF watch list. Who's green? Who's red? go for me personally. I'm going to the green. Okay. If SPY is red on the 60, then I can choose an ETF that's red, and then like for example, energies, which is XLE, and hit that thing. I'm looking for anything in that ETF that matches the main chart. So Google ETFs and the main ETFs, like for example XLV, and just create a watch list of all the holdings.
Are you talking about sectors? You mean sectors?
Yeah, I'm talking about sectors. The XLV is healthcare.
SPY sectors. All right, a lot of people are asking about these. All right, so let's see. Not what I want. Here. I have some of them. I don't have all of them. SPY ETF report. Man, it's so hard to just get a damn list. Just give me a damn list.
It takes some research. It'll take some, yeah.
This is easily This is easily Googleable information. You just got to find the right page. Everybody wants to like freaking, what do you call it? Clutching the pearls on this kind of information. Just give it up.
Right.
But y'all can Google this. But
Google it. Take the time to create and build the watch list, and that has the holdings for the sectors, and then you don't have to jump around and figure out, where's everybody at, and go on Twitter and scroll around and figure out, oh, they're in this one. You know what I mean? Now, you might have to do that if there's something gapping up, or it's a new issue, or it's something, Palantir. I don't know what sector Palantir's in, you know what I mean? But that's something people are working, you know what I mean? But for sectors and the main stocks, I mean, you can that's how I create my watch list. You know what I mean? With the holdings from the ETFs. And I'm looking for actionable signals in those sectors. And like I said, I've been working healthcare. I've been working healthcare. And Jam's comment on XRT was pretty funny on retail, because I was looking at retail all morning. Like, where are they at? Because I'm scrolling through here and everything is trash. Like, where are they at? So it must have been what was it, TJX, which was it TJ Maxx. I did not get in on this. I was looking at it. I did not get in on it because the magnitude was only like $3. So I was trying to find something I can hold it for a lot longer than just $3. My magnitude, but it still worked today. I mean, I would have made more than 46 cents.
Yeah. All right, so I did screenshot the sectors of the SPY. What I don't have is I don't have the titles on this list. I'm meaning to get around to it. But then down in here, so like I've got tech, for example, XLK for tech, and Palantir. Guess what? It just happened to be the number one your Palantir just happened to be the number one ticker in XLK today. Carried it up 5.47% change here for 1.31 points. I think that's how you say that. All right, yeah, outside day on Palantir today. So there you go. Okay, cool. So that's 51. That's 51 minutes. I think we're good to go here. Any other things? So I guess coming out of this, if you've got any more Q&As, just DM me. Go ahead and just message me any more Q&As that you might have that you find that you think we glossed over a little too fast. DM those to me. We'll get them in the next video. I'll go research. I'll go watch some videos to make me a better TV user, TradingView user. I'm getting clowned on tonight. And then let's see here real quick. I want to see. Let me open up a DM real quick from. Somebody sent me a DM.
What is that? What is the chitter? You sauteing food over there? What is that?
That right there.
What are you looking at? What's the DM?
I'm looking at my DMs today. So somebody got upset that I was. Oh, here it is. I won't say his name. Here. Let's see. I want to see if you're in the. I want to see if you're in the chat. I want to see if you're in the chat. So you got all kinds of ammunition to make fun of me back if you want. Doesn't look like you're in the chat though. I must have hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. No, somebody else. Anyway, I made the joke. I'm gonna teach you guys how to use Discord tonight. That's what I'm gonna do for the last couple minutes for the day, right? All right. So up here, guys. You need to start here. This is going to tell you everything you need to know about the strat in the Discord. It's going to tell you where to go to get this stuff. It's at the top of the Discord. Start here. You got more Discord info right below that. Terms and conditions for the premium activation. All right, so there's a video and some other stuff for premium activation. I'm gonna say it here. We sent out a couple announcements. If you decide to take us up on this premium activation, it'll take you to the website link. Then you're gonna get a what's it called? A confirmation email. You've got to get in that email, get your code, and then come back to the Discord and send the code to the bot, and then you'll be activated. We got a lot of help tickets about that one today. So just keep that in mind. Now sharing Discord on YouTube.
And if while you're small, I'm a small talking while you're doing that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. That's it.
If you scroll down to questions, that's my tab. Okay, there's other people answering questions too. But if you have basic, hey, how do I trade the strat? What is the strat? What am I looking at? How do we draw broadening formations? Is a 2-1-1-1-1-1-2 a thing? And that's where you put those questions in there. I like to have fun and make jokes, but that I will not make. I'm going to answer your question as best of my ability, and definitely with the strat. And if you have other questions like how do you trade, was it ORB and things like that? That's where other people will jump in and be like, hey, this is how you do this, or this is how you do that. Again, remember I am trading commons, so if I'm talking about a outside bar looking for the 3-2 reversal on the weekly, I'm probably talking about commons.
Yep. And Alex is probably Alex is probably talking about options. Just throwing that out there.
Yep, but honestly, I mean, since I joined Alex Options, I came back to trading options. I swore it off.
Snap!
I swore off options because I'm like, I'm getting wrecked. I don't know I can't put in stops when I'm trading. When I trade common, I know when I'm getting in and I know when I'm getting out, and I don't have to worry about it. But with you guys teaching me how to do trail stops, I mean, that was bank. Last week we're probably done looking at charts, but with Disney last week, I was busy. I'm out in the field, and you guys know what I do for a living, and I could not look at the charts. But I put a trail stop on that thing, and I made money, and I didn't have to stare at the charts all day long. It was great, and I didn't have to worry about the option going way against me and me losing a lot of money because I had that trail stop in there. It was a good time. I had a good time.
Yep. Speaking of Disney, okay, so real quick, I'm showing the Discord again. All right, you've got start here, Discord info, recommendations. All right, that's where the new guys need to start. We please ask that you check your email whenever you're starting a premium subscription. That's where there's going to be some that's what I'm trying to say. Confirmation emails. You've got to do the confirmation process. Just like when you buy anything else online, there's a confirmation process that gets sent to your email. Check your email. If you're still having troubles, by all means, come back to the ticker or come back and create a ticket because we have had some other, subscription issues that we've had to handle, and that's no problem. Last thing I will say at 9:56 p.m. Eastern. Let's take a look at the contest real quick. We were talking about Disney. Oh, Gunny, number one, 424%. Woo! All right, what is it? This is a weekly options contest. All right, no purchase necessary. Weekly options contest. We take up to 35 applicants per week, but basically what you do over the weekend is you chart your little ass off and you try to find the best setup that you can find. And you've got until 9:30 on Monday morning to get your ticker and your strike price loaded into the contest sheet. And then we let it roll all week long and we see whose call went the farthest. I think last week we had, who was it? Was it Abby Trades went 1,200%? Was it Abby? Somebody, actually, let me just pull up the, let me pull up the Google Doc. I'll show everybody. So this is pretty easy. All right, can you still see my screen here?
Yeah.
All right, so we do all this on Google Doc. Here was week 2. Amit. Sorry, Amit went 2,000% on a $200 contract.
Jeez.
Went 2,000% on that.
Oh,
you do the fucking math.
Yeah, no crap. Did he actually take that?
Well, I don't know. There's, like I said, no purchase necessary. I hope he did. I
No,
certainly hope
I
he
see.
did.
I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. That's
So
cool.
it's for bragging rights. It is strengthening the community. It's helping each other, identify phenomenal setups, and like we're all collectively. I think the people who are participating week after week, I think are collectively getting better, because this percentage. So the highest, the winner on week number 1. Crap. Whoops. Let me flip this around. All right, so week 1, our highest percenter was 633%. But we had a lot of 200 a lot of 100%ers in here. So week 1 was actually phenomenal. Week 2, there was I think there was it's still pretty strong here. 2,000 percenter, 400, 400, 300, 300, 100s, but not as many 100s, not as many individual 100s. So we kind of dipped off. The disparity got a little bit wider here, but it also just absolutely blasted to the moon on that 2,000 percenter. And then we go to current. Current is it's looking a little soft going into Thursday tomorrow, but we got a lot of multi-hundreds and then a lot of hundreds. So kind of looking a little more closer to week 1 here, but yeah, it's just for bragging rights. Hopefully these people are taking calls. Ultimately, we're kind of doing the math here. If you were to take 30 contracts on Monday, you're making way more money than you're losing just by trading off this simple contest sheet right here. So if you knew nothing about stock trading and you took one contract of every single one of these calls, you're in a winning position. Cut your losers and you're in a winning position.
Cool.
If you cut the contract at the appropriate time. What this column does is it shows the highest value of that given contract. So Disney is not still at 424%. You did have to manage have to manage it, but if you got it on Monday, you went from 120 to 173 to you ended today at 170. So yeah. Anyway, so that's that. I just wanted to remind everybody that I'm this week's number 1 guy so far. You've got until Thursday and Friday to knock me off, and then you too can have some bragging rights. All right.
You know the problem is.
I'll stop tooting my horn.
You know what the problem is?
I'm putting the contest on a pedestal.
Guess what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing.
I figured as much. All right. That's it, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We did stream this live on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on my channel. Alex, I don't know. Alex might take it over to his channel. I doubt it because it probably sucked in his eyes. He's a professional. But hey, Jam, thank you so much for that market recap at the beginning. That was phenomenal. I hope everybody got early on that. And then Strat Soldier, aka Germain, thanks for another episode. We'll do it again next week.
Yep. Catch you later.
All right. See ya.